Welcome back to another Motivational Monday with yours truly. I just want to say I'm absolutely blessed. And today, what I want to talk about is something that I see in me at times, but something that I see in our culture and I see in our society and I see in our world, honestly. And that's assuming. Yesterday, I actually had a conversation with a good friend, and she was talking to me about one of the friends she was talking to about mindset and personal development and things like that. And she told me, she asked him a question, and that question was, why aren't you at in life where you want to be? Why aren't you at in life where you need to be? Why aren't you at in life where you desire to be? And although she was telling me a story, I began to evaluate my life. So while she was talking to me, I was listening, but it, like, things she was saying was hitting me, and I was like, Will, why aren't you at where you need to be in life? And I did a lot of thinking. I was doing a lot of thinking last night about it, and that's assuming. I assume I should be there. And I was actually on a free webinar with John C. Maxwell a week and a half ago, and he said something. He said, show me a man who assumes, and I'll show you a man who is disappointed almost every day. And I began to just really evaluate our culture and our society and really see how much we assume things. We assume we should be so further along. And I've come to find out in our life, a lot of people tend to assume things and be disappointed because their assumptions don't go with their work ethic. Their assumptions don't go with the way they're living life. We assume we should be up here in life, but we're giving this much effort in life. And I realize in life, I'm not entitled to anything but the things I work for and the things I'm dedicated to see accomplished. Just because my name doesn't make me entitled to something. Just because my last name doesn't make me entitled to something. It's my hard work, my determination, and my effort that determines whether I'm entitled to it or not. Because it's funny. I have a little story. This past weekend, I wanted to do a test on Facebook because something happened and I began to assume, but I realized I was doing that. I'm like, man, don't assume. Actually, do your due diligence. Don't just think because you see something, it's facts. And a lot of people, I heard this saying that seeing is believing, but at the same time, our sight has led so many astray. It has truly disappointed a lot of people because they saw something and thought they should have something, but they did not work for something. And with that being said, this past weekend I saw a post, and it was a post. It was a picture of two sonograms in a brief paragraph talking about the twins in the sonogram. And it was funny because the individual who posted it, he is a business partner, and his fiance just had a baby not too long ago. So I was like, man, like he's having another kid. And I began to read thoroughly through the paragraph. Come to find out that it was a copy and paste status. And I began to think, and I usually don't do this, but I wanted to post it, and I posted it. I posted it briefly after him, and I wanted to see the response because I wanted to test people's responses because I was looking at my response. I was looking at how I reacted to it, and I wanted to see how other people respond to it. So when I saw that the responses I was getting, some people were saying congratulations, some people was being disappointed about it, some people probably were in their feelings about it. But what I concluded, a lot of people assume things because they didn't do their due diligence when it comes to knowing something. And one of the biggest things in life is we tend to assume things, and we need to get out of that habit, that mindset of just assuming we assume we should have this. We assume we should be here. We assume we should be connected to these people. But I understand at the end of the day, none of that happens without our efforts. Just because you assume something doesn't make you entitled to it, like I said. So with that being said, I pray that our culture can open our eyes and actually apply ourselves rather than assuming things, assuming we should be here, assuming we should be there. We need to get to a point in our lives where we're not settling, because we assume that we're not entitled to it, or we assume we're entitled to it. So we settle and don't do the work that's necessary to see our dreams, our desires, the desires of our hearts come to fruition, because we have so much stock invested into something that we think should happen, but not actions applied. And that's what I've realized in life. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. But faith without works is dead. So a lot of people have the faith aspect of it, of the believing you should have it, but they don't apply themselves to the work. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a great day and you're blessed. So have a great day.